Well, I'm in Brooks, Oregon today with Michelle from Greenhouse Catalog. And Michelle, you have been doing some exciting stuff this year, haven't you, with seed starting, hydroponics, and you got a whole new system going on. What's the name of it?
Well, it's Grow For It, and it's the complete four-season food growing system.
Now, I have to admit that I was really surprised at how the system worked and how easy it was. So let's do a little brief overview about how you do it.
Well, it's really simple. We have these basic cubes, and you just basically start a seed in the cube, and it'll start to grow on its own, and then you transfer it to a rooting system where the roots develop and get really strong, healthy roots.
And show them a little picture of that. It really is amazing how they grow so quickly.
This was planted on the 27th of July.
Wow.
And here's a root of our lettuce.
Look at that. So it really is a quick, easy system, and they grow quickly and healthy. And once they get to this stage, then what's the next one?
Yeah, then they're moved to our portable raised bed system where they can stay in the greenhouse and they're automatically watered. And they can stay in here indefinitely, or when the greenhouse gets full, you can move them outside.
Now, and no transplanting shock, which I love that too as well.
Exactly.
So now, you'd had a huge garden out there that we're going to look at that came from this little space.
That's right. This is 8 by 8, so it's only 64 square feet, and everything we started from seed.
Well, now let's go look at the fruits of your labor.
Okay.
Now, Michelle, we are standing in your garden, and it's a different kind of garden. It's gravel, and then you have all the pots that you grew put out here, but there is a huge amount of vegetables out here.
There is, and we started all of this from seed starting in January in an unheated greenhouse.
Wow.
That was 8 by 8, so a total of 64 square feet.
Good grief, this is so much. And you guys calculate that space can start enough vegetables year-round to feed a family of 4.
That's right.
And tell us a little bit too about the cost effectiveness of this, because it really doesn't cost that much.
It really doesn't. I mean, it's amazing when you look at buying an heirloom tomato for $6.99 a pound at a farmer's garden, and you're looking at seeds that cost just a few cents. It really adds up quickly.
And the great thing too is you have solar panels that run the fans. I mean,
That's right.
It's a great system. And one of the things that I noticed being out here, Michelle, is the plants look small, but they're covered with fruit, and there's a reason for that.
There is. The way that we've planted the pots, we're calling them our portable raised bed system,
Mm-hmm.
but the plant is getting all of the nutrients, all of the water, and the aeration that it needs, and so the root development is incredibly strong. And you saw the roots in the rooter.
Yes.
So the roots are getting so much more nutrients, so the plant doesn't need to get as large to produce.
It doesn't need as many leaves, so it doesn't need, all of that stuff adds up, and you get a lot more produce on a smaller plant, which makes absolutely perfect sense.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I tell you, and one other thing, you got to tell them, how much did you harvest a couple weeks ago of just tomatoes?
Of just tomatoes, we had about 15 pounds last week.
And you buy those in the store, and you know how much you spent just right there on that one purchase.
That's right.
So there's really a lot more to do about this, and in a couple weeks, we're going to come back out and look at your fall thing you're setting up for, right?
Right. We're getting ready for a full fall crop.
Wow. Well, it's going to be exciting. For more information, you can go to gardentime.tv, and until then, we'll look forward to seeing what you come up for this fall, all right?
Okay, come for lunch.
Thanks, we will.
Okay.